Subscribe to my channel. This is the new or remix. Don't forget to hit the like and sub. This is your boy Kirk Vincent on the mic. Gotta subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow my stream, send me some bits and send me some subs on my Twitch and my YouTube. I'll put the dollar in the bank that you give me, so I can use it for some good gifties. This is a gaming channel. This is the Kirk Vincent Valentine, boy!
What's up, my archfiends of chaos? This is Chaos Vincent Valentine EX Turk. And I want to talk about something. I want to talk about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, since it's coming closer, longer than my eternal curse. What I'm talking about is even eviler than anything I've ever come up with. But no, what's up, guys? Your King and Knight Vincent Valentine EX Turk, and we're here with some news. Well, not news, but speculation. Now, since the Final Fantasy VII compilation is no longer canon anymore, I wonder if they're going to include the novels. If they're going to include the novels, the novel characters. Stuff like Evan Townsend, aka what I personally believe to be Cloud Strife's true father. And anyone from One Way to Smile, and any material. I wonder if they're going to be able to hint at those materials now, since the compilation is no longer canon and they're making a new Final Fantasy VII saga. I wonder if there's going to be snippets of any of the novelization of Final Fantasy VII. And I'm talking about the official stuff, not the NJ Gallagher novels. I'm talking about the livestream.net stuff. Stuff like One Way to Smile. The Turks, the children are alright, which is the Evan Townsend novel. And like I said, Evan Townsend was if you don't know who Evan Townsend was a journalist who was also the third son of President Shinra himself. Who's speculated, from what we know, from what you have read in the passage, to be possibly Cloud Strife's father. But he has done reports on the soldier, and most likely the special interest. And the special interest was Cloud Strife and the soldier program. So, again, I still believe that Evan Townsend is Cloud Strife's biological father. With Mrs. Strife, because I think they call her Mrs. But I'd like to, but nonetheless, I'm hoping that they would actually include some of the stuff from the livestream.net, since now the compilation is no longer canon. That means no Vice Accumulate, no Genesis, no Angel, no Deep Ground, no Sphiets. None of those things are going to be anywhere near canon. Except for the stuff that actually really did happen in Final Fantasy VII. Such as Lucretia turning Vincent Valentine down in favor of Hojo over Hojo threatening Vincent's life. And the also eventual sad, tragic death of Zack Fair. Those things are going to be in there because those were in the original game as well. Anything that's not in the original game will not be in there. So, without the compilation, they could actually put the novel characters in the game as well. They could actually put the novel characters in the game as maybe not the characters themselves, but maybe references to a character. Maybe Cloud Strife reads a newspaper or article or somewhere, billboard, of a man named Evan Townsend and the reports of soldier. Or maybe he goes on the Shinra 9 o'clock news talking about the Shinra organization. Not to mention, he's the third son of President Shinra. Maybe President Shinra could mention it briefly. But I'm just saying, it could be open up for the novel stuff to actually take place, and even if it's a cameo thing. Even if it's a small thing as just a name in some building, some newspaper, or the television news, or whatever they want to put in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, like they did with the Loveless thing, where they hinted at Loveless, and they hinted at Genesis, because Genesis would be taking the Loveless thing, but before Genesis took the mantle of the avid fan of the Loveless novels, there were already billboards all over Midgar. So why not a newspaper with the edit name Evan Townsend can happen? Why not some of the things in One Way to Smile and any of the other Livestream.net stuff make it into the remake? This could open up a lot of stuff, a lot of new territory, while still keeping the original spirit of the original Final Fantasy VII, while still keeping the original spirit of Final Fantasy VII properly. This could actually introduce new things to it to make it kind of a new game while still being a remake of the original 7. Not to mention they've already went back to making Cloud look like a more updated version of what he was supposed to look like in the original game, having him don the purple like he had in the PlayStation 1 game. So how come it's not possible to actually get it to where it's kind of possible, maybe possible, that some hints to the Livestream.net without actually making it a part of the big story? Just little teases in there would be good enough for me, to be quite honest. Not only this, but this would advertise the Livestream.net's novels and make people want to buy the novels as well as the game. So people would want to buy the books to go with the game as well. And this would be a perfect marketing tool, because with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, that's going to be the most profitable Final Fantasy anything. Even more than 15. I love 15, but even 15 will get pushed out of the wind with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, I'm thinking, maybe, I know it sounds crazy, maybe they can include the material in little bits and pieces to get people to actually buy those novels. Now, if I find out they're fan novels, I do apologize for this video, and because for some reason I thought they were official novels. But if I'm wrong, that's just if I'm wrong. I need to put a disclaimer before I upload a video, always. But even if it is fan-made novels, it'd be nice to see some references, small references to it, because I mean, I don't see why not. Final Fantasy VII, the name alone, even without the remake, already sells stuff. It's a money maker. It's a cash grab. And even if they don't put the Livestream.net novels like The Children Are Alright and any other things, maybe they could create novels expanding the lore of Final Fantasy VII. Stuff with Ancients, Soldier, Genova, Sephiroth, Professor Hojo, and each individual Avalanche member, each individual member of the Shinra Corporation, the Sephiroth cult, everything in this, and you know, they could actually make novels to even make it better than a Livestream.net if they choose to. I'm just saying that, you know, this seems to be more of a profitable option in my book. Now, and this is remember, I will disclaim myself. This is only an opinion video. I don't go around saying it's fact or fiction, but I think this will make it profitable. As someone who was raised under a businesswoman, I know what business should be like. And for stuff that makes profit, why not make more merch? And I'm not talking about clothes. I'm not talking about Players Kai figures. I'm not talking about sequels to games. You know, now I did complain about this with the Final Fantasy 15 with the wine and clothing stuff. But why not put some novels? Why not force your viewers to read? A little bit. Now, or better yet, maybe make English translation of those novels as well to sell out in the market when the Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. Maybe, you know, Target or Walmart can get an English copy of The Children Are Alright, and One Way to Smile, and even the novelization of Crisis Core. Of course, I can't really say that's good because the novelization of Crisis Core follows the game to the T. It's just more detailed than the game was. But, you know, maybe not that. I mean, if they do, that'd be pretty cool. But they're not going to put anything compilation related. I already know that. But, you know, nonetheless, I just think this would be a perfect opportunity. And I'm going to put opinion in the title so, you know, people know it's an opinion. But as an opinion, I don't see why they shouldn't include the livestream.net novels, whether it's fan fiction or real. And that's my opinion on that. And may the crystal be with you.